Hello folks, I've had a request for this one. It's it's really a tune for a song, but I've heard it used in other circumstances. The first time I heard it, it was being played for a rapid dance, believe it or not, and so it was it was about 3 times the speed I'm going to play it at here. But when I heard it, I thought what a beautiful tune it was, and how nice it would be to slow it down. And so that's what I do, and in fact I even use it as a Cotswold Morris tune for Hex and Morris, for a dance that they learnt while killing time waiting for a bus to come at Shrewsbury. I remember, and a chap called Gordon Potts taught us it. The dance was called the Nightingale, but it didn't have a tune, so I was left to find a tune for it. And I remembered this tune and remembered how it would fit the dance perfectly, which it does. I'll try and remember to put a link to that video on this one, so you can see how it works. But I think on that one I'll probably play my CF melodeon. But anyway, it works okay on this one. Anything else to say about it? I'll play it through at what I call a normal speed first, and then try and slow it down, possibly even stopping and describing what I'm doing. There's quite a lot going on in it chord-wise, a lot of fancy chords, chords which I don't normally like, the sort of chords that have long names. I always think there's a correlation between the length of the name, or a direct relationship between the length of the name and how horrible it sounds. But as I've said before, I think some of these chords, which I call lemon juice chords, are like lemon juice on fish and chips. It's okay as long as you don't saturate the meal with it. And so if you use the chords sparingly and use them as kind of passing chords, you get away with it, and it kind of colours the tune in a bit. Anyway, here we go. So that was it, approximately. I never play the same tune twice the same way, I don't think. And what goes for all of these tunes that I'm putting on these videos is that they're all a work in progress. By this time next year I might be playing them quite differently. And I think I'm playing this differently now to the way I played it on the other video that's on my channel. I think it's entitled The Nightingale on that. But the tune is I've Lost My Love and I Care Not, as you can see on the title. So here we go again, slowing it down. So it's just chords on the bass end. I often just dab at the bass fundamentals, or bring them in as a sequence towards the end of a passage, just to kind of add a bit of depth to the tune. There's one of those chords. Don't know what that one is. The one at the top right hand corner. And here on the right hand end, I'm bringing my forefinger down, first finger, between two buttons, and bringing them and pressing them both at once. Sounds like a car horn. my forefinger is, I must stop calling it forefinger because it gets confused with F-O-U-R, but it's doing, by bringing it down across both rows at once, which I often do, and my left hand is going, so chords, and then bass and chords. Sometimes put a variation in at the end. I can put those trills in. So that's it. I don't think there's anything more to say about it really. I hope you can extract the juice from that. As I've said before, and as you probably know, you can enlarge the screen and slow it down. So I hope you can see what my fingers are doing on that. And if you can't see, maybe you can hear what they're doing. This, as I've said before, this is a pretty bog standard DG melodeon with everything as bought, nothing tweaked on it. And I'm not using thirds in the chords, which would make it sound absolutely horrible. Okay, so I'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoy playing that, or even just listening to it. So, well, see you again soon. Okay.